Well, freelancers, welcome back to day 2 of the Season of Skulls coverage here on your Anthem, and I know you guys want me to start covering the actual content and making guides, and don't worry, I have one of those videos lined up for later on this afternoon after this video releases, but I just wanted to do a final comprehensive leaks video. Don't worry, all the old stuff that I've covered won't be in this video. I don't like wasting your time, but this video will show you what will be in the featured store, or what could be in the featured store, and what could be in the seasonal store. However, with each passing moment, I'm somewhat skeptical of these ever being in the seasonal store because, well, the current seasonal store for this week, and yeah, we have 40 days of this event, but the current lineup for this seasonal store is not very impressive. It features basically 2 cosmetic items that we've had from the previous Cataclysm event, and of course a smearing of old chest, war chests, and that new legendary war chest. However, the way we know about all of these brand new leaks is of course thanks to the guys over at Anthem Archive, especially Exo and Javano, but a big thank you to Javano for data mining these primal armor sets that we're going to get into here in just a second. But we do have a few other things like new vinyls, new materials, new emotes, a new banner for literally the first time since Anthem released, and of course the 4 primal armor sets, which are easily some of the coolest armor sets I've ever seen out of Anthem. But I'm not going to waste any more time with fanfare, let's get into it. To kick things off, we're just going to go over both of the vinyls very quickly. The first vinyl is actually a wrap called Phantom's Grin, and the second one is called Skeletal Specter. Now, as you will notice, we do not have any of the images as to what they will look like on your javelin, but these are the general designs. I think you get the gist. Moving on, we do have 2 more materials that were data mined called Glitter Triangles and, of course, Polished Dual Tone. Moving on from that, we have 4 new emotes called Scarecrow Pose. I don't know how long this emote will last. It'll probably be your typical once-use emote and then ends, but maybe it'll be one of those emotes that just stays after you activate it. I don't know. Next up, we have Shambling Dead. No idea what that's supposed to mean, and no idea what that's supposed to look like, but cool. Maybe zombie? I don't know. Shepherd's Huffle. I don't know what Shepherd's Huffle is, or what that's a reference to, but that's gotta be a reference to something. And last but not least, we have the Storm's brand new arrival animation called Vampire. And wow, we are really breezing through these, and I approve big time. And for our only banner icon, we have the Skull Banner icon. Now, like I said before, this is the first ever banner that we have gotten in Anthem since the release of the game, and this is actually an image of the launch bay. The launch bay, if you haven't checked it out yet, is really cool and worth loading into for this event at the bare minimum at least once. Now, for the moment you all have been waiting for, are brand new armor sets, and these armor sets are actually based off of creatures in the world. Probably why they look so stinking phenomenal. Though to kick things off with, we are going to take a look at the Storm Wyvern because it is the least impressive one on this list in my professional opinion. You've got a wyvern skull on the helmet, a wyvern on the torso, and wyverns on the kneecaps, a few teeth wrapped around the waist and on the thighs, but that's pretty much it. I mean, you've got a cool looking seal, dark undertone on the right arm, and then on the left arm, you've got, you know, more of those teeth. This is, to me, the most underwhelming set of the 4. Not too impressed with it, but hey, maybe you guys will enjoy it. But for once, I'm not a fan of a Storm armor set, which is really saying something. Next up, we have the Ursix Colossus, and this guy looks stinking phenomenal. He has 4 eyes, 2 on each side, obviously. He's got Ursix quills on his back, Ursix tusks on not only his arms, but also his mouth and on his sides. I think this is a really pretty rounded armor set. Now, it's definitely far from the best on this list, but it is pretty damn cool nonetheless. Moving on, we have the one that is displayed right behind our seasonal store vendor, and this is the Woven Lancer, aka the Woven Ranger. This features features a wolven skull on the helmet, wolven teeth on the knees, bones on either sides of the hips, but what I think is the coolest part of this is the shoulders, the torso, and that wrap cloth. If you look closely, the helmet actually features a wrapped cloth design. But what's more, I think the bone design looks the best on the Ranger. Its torso has ribs on it, its sides have bones. I mean, it's a nice mixture of bone and leather. I'm really looking forward to picking this guy up, but last but not least, we have the Interceptor, and I think the Interceptor wins out, period, end of story of all the armor sets, yet again. It is called the Interceptor Scorpion, and obviously this is based off of the scorpions that roam around our world right now. It features pretty much a scorpion's carapace all over its body, not to mention those scorpion legs draping down the torso, wrapping around the shins, and that helmet. That helmet is so stinking cool. The two antennae on the back, the eyes are really ominous. I think the Interceptor wins. Congratulations, Interceptor mains, you win yet again, the best armor set hands down. But what did you all think of these final leaks from Anthem Archive? Any thoughts on these armor sets? Probably going to end up being in the microtransaction store, but they could be in the seasonal store. The only reason why I think they're going to be microtransactions is because it has the description of an MTX card. For instance, the Interceptor's is MTX card Interceptor Scorpion for its naming on its file, so odds are we're going to be getting this in the microtransaction store, unfortunately. But let me know what you all think about these in the comment section below, and all the videos from here on will actually be videos relating to the content of Season of Skulls. I've got another video coming out very soon, so if you want to be sure to keep up to date with all things about the Season of Skulls, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and allows me to reach more freelancers just like you. Also, a very special and monumental thank you, as always, to my patrons for their generous donations and support to your Anthem. It really does go a long way, especially during these content droughts, and allows me to make constant improvements to the channel. As always, I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every last one of you in the next video very soon. And remember, freelancers, we are strong alone, but we are stronger together.